I mean, honey, like, I feel like my DMs, it's like a Nike store. There's nothing but checks. So it just, for me, I feel like
Hold on. They missed that game.
Brittany Renner and Deion Sanders teach boys how to protect themselves from Brittany Renner's The Art of War. Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. Let's start with this quote from Sun Tzu from the book The Art of War. And I quote, "If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the results of 100 battles." End quote. Coach Prime Deion Sanders invited Brittany Renner to give his team some game. And this is what he wrote on Instagram. "It's my responsibility as a coach to prepare my young men for any and everything on the field and off. I brought in Brittany Renner to educate them on how the game is played between man and woman at their age and stage. The message may not be for everybody, but trust me, it's for somebody." Hashtag Coach Prime. I think this is a brilliant play by Coach Prime. Brittany Renner is exactly the person that you have to show these young men. That's why we start our videos with the to remind you of the foolishness that's out there. Coaches have a big influence on their players, and they should make sure that it's a positive one. The Art of War is a good read. You can find it in the description. Now it's time for us to dive into this and do what we have to do. Because we men, ain't we? We men, ain't we? Shit.
Calm down.
Now we're gonna keep it 100, alright? That's what the Red Pill is about. It's about the truth, whether you like it or not. Brittany Renner is physically attractive, and she knows exactly what buttons to push to grab your attention. This makes her dangerous. This is what the Art of War is all about. Knowing your enemy. The untrained and inexperienced cannot resist a woman like Brittany Renner when she appears right in their faces. The sounds that these guys are making is that little head that took over. They might have seen her on social media, but there's a difference between pictures and reality. Now check this out. This does something to boys and men. This outfit serves a purpose. Take a look at this picture. She knows what she's doing, and she'll make sure her strengths are accentuated. Imagine Brittany Renner coming into the room looking like this. She would get a different response. Why? Because her body is covered up. Human beings have been here for a while now. It's not that we don't know what happens to boys and men when they see an attractive woman. Women covering themselves up happens for a reason. Brittany Renner wants this attention. And to take it a step further, she needs this attention.
Can you introduce yourself and let's go from step A to Z, because we got to kind of show these guys the other side of game. And that's why you gracefully blessed us with your presence, so they could understand from your point of view how this game is played.
This is why we need fathers. This is why we need uncles. This is why we need mentors, men with experience. We made this channel for educational purposes, and we truly believe that we can add value to this space because we've been in the trenches. We're battle tested. You don't know what a Brittany Renner type booty feels like until you do. It can really F with your system. You've heard it in this space before. A lot of guys are just a blowjob away from getting back to the plantation. That's the power of the PUSSY. Know your enemy, guys. Only bring these women in a controlled environment so we can study them.
So my name is Brittany Renner, aka Bundle of Brittany on Instagram. I have been on social media for almost...
Joke ain't took notes all year, but now you want to
It's funny, but this is serious. The dude started writing when she mentioned her Instagram, and Coach Prime immediately picked it up.
And that's how the game starts, with the phone.
Right.
They're going on Instagram and they see you. And what happens? They try to get off in them DMs. And kind of take us on the journey of how this is played out.
I mean, honey, like, I feel like my DMs, it's like a Nike store. There's nothing but checks. So it just, for me, I feel like
Hold on. They missed that game.
You see how that little head is in full effect right now? Coach knows that these boys can't hear anything at this moment. The only thing that's going through their mind right now is pussy, 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 pussy. That's what happens when your little head takes over. Coach Prime knows because he's been there before. He's battle tested.
nothing but blue checks.
They missed that game right there. She says like a Nike store.
It's like a Nike store. There's nothing but blue checks. So honestly, when you reach a certain status, you can have the pick of the litter. So for me,
She don't mean checks, paper. She mean blue checks.
I'm talking heavy
Verified.
hitters. Some of y'all's favorite rappers, NBA players, football players. It's like...
This is why we love making these videos, because what she's saying goes deeper than you think. She said blue checks. That's this right here on your screen. That means you're verified. This is the only thing that she sees or is looking for when she opens her DMs. Not a person, a blue check. Now let's look at the definition. What does Instagram verification mean? Instagram verification is how you prove that your Instagram account is the authentic presence of a notable public figure, celebrity, or global brand. These badges are designed to make the real accounts stand out so that Instagram users can be sure they're following the right person or brand. They're easy to spot in search results and on profiles, and they convey authority. Now take a look at this graph. Link is in the description so you can check it out yourself. Distribution of Instagram influencer accounts worldwide as of February 2020 by verification status and profile size. This graph basically confirms the 80-20 or 90-10 rule. Small accounts basically have no blue checks. It's these last two bars that make the most noise. From 100K to 1 million followers, 22% has a blue check, and accounts over 1 million followers, 73% have a blue check. So when a woman sees a blue check, it's cha-ching! We made a must-watch video of a 15-year-old girl getting all these DMs from guys, and she's dismissing them left and right. She will make her decision to talk to some of these guys based on this.
So this is another problem that online dating has created for us. We can't fall in love with people based off their personalities anymore. They have to pass the attraction test first. In real life, women have been found to care more about job status and wealth, and men have been found to care more about physical attractiveness because it shows the woman to be more healthy and therefore fertile. But online, this all gets thrown out the window. A YouTube experiment set up 2 Tinder profiles of a man and a woman, both equal in attractiveness, both with identical discovery settings. They then swiped right on 1,000 people, and a day later, the male account had 269 matches, whereas the female account had 701. So the match rate of the female account was 43% higher than the one of the male. So there's significant gender disparity when it comes to the importance of physical attractiveness on dating apps. And as I said, this is different in real life, where personality makes a huge difference.
In other words, no blue check. Next.
To me, once you reach that level just of popularity, the world is your oyster. You can do whatever you want. And for me, my whole journey on here, I felt like my life almost felt like I was in Disney World, like I lived in Disney World. Like, you get to skip the line, you get privilege, like people just want to be next to you. They don't even see you as human anymore. And you can either, use it to your advantage and maybe abuse it, or you can, try to make something happen. So a lot of guys who are in my DM, you're in my DM because I'm Brittany Renner.
And this is why women on antidepressants will only increase. All that attention for just being Brittany Renner is gonna stop. all those blue checks in your DMs are gonna stop because you're gonna hit the wall and women have a problem adjusting to being quote unquote invisible. She is literally saying that she is living the fantasy life because she is an attractive woman. The only thing she has to do is show up and the world opens up for her.
So naturally, if you play a sport, it's kind of like, well, that's an incentive to talk to you. A lot of times, women, men in general, everybody wants something.
Thank you.
Everybody wants something. So it's like, even if we both have our own thing going on, me still being with you is a good look because you boost my stock. Just like you boost my, you know what I'm saying? Like, I boost your stock. It's just that simple.
And that's exactly how you have to see it. This is business. She's a professional. She's looking for money, status, and power. You are not a person. You are a blue check. Don't try to wife this woman up. This is not a wife. She's for fun. Show these boys that women like her are real and belong to the streets. You have no business wifing her up.
It's kind of like a give and take, but you have to be aware of what you're signing up for. You want to make it to the NFL, and it's kind of like, you do understand there's a lot that comes with that, right? There's gonna, like, to be able to decipher who really loves you for you, I think that's like the billion-dollar question we're all wanting to know.
For a woman like Brittany Renner, that question is not hard to answer. She doesn't love you. Maybe the first guy she dealt with in the past, but everything after that, nope. I feel sorry for these cats because when Deion Sanders came up, society was not what it is today. Finding a good quality girlfriend in modern times is not easy. Online dating is becoming the standard, and get ready for more terms like blue checks because that's what women are looking for. I hope Coach Prime can help them protect themselves at all times.
This is how the game is played. Please know that. We putting you up on game because some of y'all gonna make it. I hope, pray all of y'all make it, even if you make it in the business world. That's a whole nother category of game in that world too. They just dress it up a little different.
Yeah.
The game is the same. Only thing changed is your names.
Manosphere, we working. Protect yourself at all times. This video has officially been highlighted.